right back, Charlie's definitely
There's always just that active red line defenders. I think it's like
Are we live? Of course we're live. People, Deluded, I'm back again. Now, above my head, you can obviously see it's Real Madrid against Bayern Munich in the second leg of the semi-finals of the Champions League. Whoever wins this, it could potentially be an all-German final. Ironically, at Wembley, a repeat of what we saw a few seasons ago. It could be the Jude Bellingham derby if Real Madrid obviously advance. And again, when you think of this very competition, you think of Real Madrid. They're everything about this, If they win it again this year, they might as well rename it in their honor. Harry Kane to win the champs and flex on Arsenal. That's dead because we got Gnabry and them man there and he didn't do nothing at Spurs. That's dead. That's tired, Marcel. Dead. That's the whole reason, because we'll just spin that and say he left and finally won a trophy. Just get all on, man. Big up yourself, Oliver. How are you doing, man? I'm doing well, man. It's getting hot in the United Kingdom. It does make you... It does kind of harm the focus for me because you get all hot and bothered. But, I mean, if I'm complaining about heat, what's there to complain about, man? Other than that, it's all been steady business, man. I hope you and everybody tuned in are lit, whether you're on Twitch or Twitter or YouTube or whatever platform we're on. If you're on YouTube, make sure you smash the like button and get your predictions. And for me, do you know what? I think, where's the stat? Bayern Munich have not gone 3 Champions League away games without a win in the same campaign since 2015-16. As you know, technically, they lost away to Lazio and they drew with Arsenal, and they're going to the Bernabeu today. So, what do you do with that information? I guess is the question. 2-1 Real Madrid, man. But then again, if Arsenal lose to Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich go and win the trophy, shameless agendas. We lost to the eventual winners in our first year back. The way there. I'll say 3-1 Madrid. I think we'll see more goals than last night for sure. 100%, man. Big up DG. Honestly, just waiting for Man U versus Arsenal. Whoever wins tonight, fair play. I hear it, man. And if we can't win at Old Trafford with our dodgy Premier League record there, then we're never going to do it. We've got 3-1 Madrid. We've got 2-1 Madrid. Bellingham and reading two things at once. And Valverde, to be fair, Valverde's made for these nights. In relation to the lineup, you've got Lunin, Carvajal, Rudiger, Nacho, who's apparently leaving Real Madrid after this season. Toni Kroos, Tchouaméni, Jude Bellingham, Valverde, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo. I mean, to not see Camavinga, you've got elite midfielders. Of course, it's according to the game state. For Bayern Munich, you've got Neuer, Kimmich, De Ligt, Dyer, Mazraoui, Pavlovic, Musiala, Lemire, Sane, Kane, and obviously Serge Gnabry. 2-0 Madrid. Vinicius is going to have a field day. Boy, Vinicius is the truth. Like, Vinicius versus Mbappe, I've been throwing this debate on my channel for a while. Boy, it's looking like Brazil were back. Vinicius, boy, Mbappe's won the World Cup, and no doubt he's going to win the Champions League one day and have so much records, and he's a great player and take nothing away from Mbappe. I've never agreed to this notion when people say he's just a kick and run merchant, he's robotic, he's not brilliant to watch, but Vinicius is saucy, man. Like, obviously, you pay to watch Kylian Mbappe and he's great, but Vinicius, like the techers in that, man. And to be fair, they'll be teammates next season if what's expected to happen happens. We let Bayern off the hook, missed opportunity. But hey, in an alternative universe, Arsenal get through Bayern, we get through Madrid, we've got Dortmund in the final, Martinelli and Saka, and then I wake up and we're not involved in that. And yeah, I have seen Chelsea have agreed personal terms with Estavio. He's a lovely footballer, man. I hope he develops and has the best career potentially can. But he's a quality player. We've all seen him participate in under-17s competition for Brazil. Obviously going to need to bulk up physically, but he's 16, 17. He's got everything, man. I'm not saying I don't know if he's going to be this, that, and the third, but he does look like a very, very good prospect. Can play in the 10, can play on the right. Chelsea nurture him. He obviously can't move until he's 18. They've got a coup, in my opinion. And you're right, Top Blue, speaking of Chelsea. Bernabeu looks beautiful. I mean, what can you say? You've got Seedorf there. You've got hella alumni from Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. It's the big leagues, man. It's the big leagues. And when you look at the players from both sides, they've obviously played in a lot of games like this. But I wonder if, especially when they're in the tunnel like they are now, did they ever stand there in the moment and think, rah, like this is what I worked for as a professional footballer to get there? The wrong team is having an away day in Madrid today. Man, it should have been us. The Bernabeu. I mean, last time we was here, boy, see what Thierry Henry did. Harry Kane, you must. Harry Kane, you must. Chelsea still spending peas. Spending hella peas. You know what it is? They've gone too far to go back. It's dangerous, but it's like they've gambled all their savings away and they think, F it, you know, what's another tenner? It's one of them. But yeah, the Bernabeu looks great. It looks amazing and brazy, if I'm honest. I definitely want Madrid to win. Ain't no way I'm seeing Kane lifting the trophy. I hear it, but who really cares? For me, anyways, my opinion, who cares? You know, if Gnabry and Musiala, 2 players I've got a lot of time for, win the champs, great. Tommy Tuchel, I know he's got the Chelsea links, but good manager, great. If Real Madrid do it, boy, you know, Jude Bellingham's living the movie. But you know, imagine Jude Bellingham against Sancho. That's a bit, yeah, Jude against Sancho next game, potentially, if that happens. That could be interesting to watch. But yeah, if I had to say my prediction, I think people are sleeping on Bayern Munich today, you know, and records are there to be broken. And as great as Real Madrid have been, and they more or less have won every Champions League there's been in the last 10 or so years, they ain't won them all the time. So records are there to be broken. But I'm going to say 2-1 Real Madrid. I don't think I'd be confident to suggest anything else. And Real Madrid's a team you've got to kill. It's like a villain in a movie. Beating them up and taking them to the brink of death is not enough. How many times have we seen the Manchester Cities, the PSGs? I'm sure Chelsea even one year. Numerous teams have played Real Madrid, and it just looks like, you know, fate has already been sealed for them. They get out of it. Take nothing away from Real Madrid. I think they've got the perfect blend. They've got quality players. Like, there's not too many of those players. In fact, who from the starting lineup, arguably, yeah, you could say Nacho and Mendy, but the majority of it, and the goalie as well, they all walk into near enough any team in Europe. But why I think they've got the perfect blend is because, you know, player for player, they've got great players. When last was Madrid the better team over 90 minutes? And I'm not dissing them because the best teams win and that's what they do. But when were they actually the better teams? They weren't against City. They definitely weren't, you know, what the last time they won it against PSG, Chelsea and that. And that's why I say they've got the perfect blend. When Carlos starts doing that, is peak. Seedorf, such an underrated great. He never gets spoken about enough. He doesn't, man. And there's so many, but what are you going to do, man? There's going to be many more after as well, man. Hopefully it's a good game of football. Seedorf's in the building, so they got to put on a spectacle, man. DG, where's your ideal Declan Rice position in this team? It's the 6, the Rodri thing, for me anyways. But I do like what I've seen from Rice in the 8. And on one hand, I kind of just want 2 multifunctional midfielders according to the game state, as we've seen with Declan Rice. Sometimes you do the 6, sometimes you do the 8. But, and I don't know who the target would be, if Declan Rice can just play his 6 stuff and we sign a number 8, a wavy one, that's not only a significant upgrade on Granit Xhaka, but solves what I believe is the final piece to that midfield puzzle with Odegaard, Rice, and whoever that would be. You know, Declan Rice, you keep improving in the final third, but you get it. Like, you look at Rodri. Rodri, you know, is arguably Manchester City's most important player, primarily. And we know in a Pep Guardiola side and all their tactics and all of those things, it is a very niche role, and it's more than just a traditional 6. But for all of that other stuff, and he actually contributes a lot in terms of build-up play, you're still there to just win the ball back. And Rodri does that amazingly. And that's the same way I look at Declan Rice. You do all of this new age stuff, and it's great if you become a more complete midfielder. But your bread and butter is breaking up possession. Again, the 6 role is played a lot differently at the top clubs. We're not far from kickoff, people. In fact, it's right here, and it's on us. Bayern Munich kicked off, people, being, well, not even the away sides, nothing really. They just won the coin toss. Sane needs to do something. He's giving the ball away to Vinicius already, and Kimmich has been put on his backside. Vinicius Jr. down this left-hand side. Kimmich has another opportunity to rectify his mistake. Gives away a corner. Early doors. Vinicius G'ing up the fans. Bayern, it could be peak, you know. It could be peak. I know certain North London clubs, they might have went out, but boy, first 20 minutes, we had them under pressure. That's all I got, man. Don't really want to see a Dortmund versus Bayern final. I could go and watch Bundesliga for that. Bit harsh. In swinging corner from Tony Kroos. Rudiger heads it on. Rodrigo will try and get it back. Gnabry will try and stop him from putting in the cross. And he's actually done well there, Gnabry, and he just hooked it. It's gone all the way to Real Madrid's keeper. It's all square as we know, people. It's 2-2 on aggregate. It's all to play for. Again, you defo can't talk on the first minute. What a switch of play that is from Tony Kroos to find Valverde, by the way. But it does look like one where Bayern have kind of accepted. Not that they're going to counter-attack, because we don't know, but they concede in possession in their own half. To be honest, it was exactly the same thing against us. Oh, Kimmich needs to wake up. He almost put his teammate under serious pressure there. He needs to wake up and wake up immediately. You've had 2 nervy bits of play. There's rumors you're going to, you could potentially sign for Barcelona. If you go in Clásicos, Barcelona fans definitely don't want to see that. Nacho. I'm having him at Arsenal in an 18-month contract. Harry Redknapp saying Tony Kroos, Mendy. Wish we never sold Gnabry. Then Gnabry might not be who he is at the moment. I think they're at a story. They had a story. This Madrid's keeper is living. Happy for that, brother. I mean, Real Madrid might even give Ramsdale hope. It feels like they've used every keeper this season. There's a long searching ball to Leroy Sané. He's appealing for a foul. You got to stop that Love Island Chris Brown stuff, if I'm honest with you. Big Bernabeu, and you're looking at the ref. You're not playing Sao Paulo today. You need to play to the whistle. To be honest, there is a fact, like, Mendy's grabbed him from behind like it's Notting Hill. And a madness. You got away with it. You're not getting them decisions at the Bernabeu. I really want João Neves. Don't think he's on the club's radar. He's going to cost a lot of money, the young, talented Benfica lad. But I actually feel he should stay at Benfica for a year or so. But money talks. Everyone wants to progress. Tony Kroos, who, as you would see, is just pulling into that left backy kind of role as Mendes ventures forward and Jude Bellingham makes advancing runs. Rudiger with a searching ball for Vinicius. Way too much on that. But it weren't the worst of ideas. Real Madrid it's not even that. Real Madrid have had the most possession in the start of this game, people. But again, football is a 90-minute game. Extra time and penalties on paper could await us, folks. Hopefully not. Dortmund, I hope they win it. Royce deserves it. His first season, he got slapped by Bayern, would be an elite get back. Sancho respawns to dunk on Ten Hag. Maatsen dunks on Poch. I hear that. And it'd be good for Sancho, man. Like, inner city London kid, obviously identify with that. We all dreamed about playing in, obviously he's got the ability to realise it, but we all dreamed about playing in the Champions League and all of these things. And it would be peak for Sancho, man. Slightly Bellingham as well. It'd actually be peak because, and even if Saka was in this competition, because again, you remember the Euros, Rashford, Sancho, Saka had the bollocks to take penalties, obviously all missed, but forgive me if I'm wrong, it was at Wembley. So to go back there again and lose again, boy, sometimes that's your story, but it'd be harsh, man. Tony Kroos, wow. I'm not sure what Vinicius Jr. was doing. I thought it was a good pass from Kroos, but he's made it a terrible one. Manuel Neuer's defo put Eric Dyer under pressure. Remember, you was talking about Arsenal after their game. Boy, you're not playing against Eddie and Nketiah and them man now, boy. Eric Dyer, remember yourself. You're not one of them centre-backs. You need to hook it. Slightly Tuchel's a shit manager for sending him to the Wolves there. Big up Tommy Tuchel. He's in issues. You're going to find out. And that was the worst thing about going out to Bayern Munich, actually, is like the fact that Eric Dyer is talking crud. Like, fair enough, you're part of Bayern, but you did no drillings. What are you talking about? You did nothing. You shouldn't even be there. Who gave you the confidence to speak to the media? People should forget you're at Bayern Munich. You're at Bayern Munich, a bit like Cedric at Arsenal. You're not going to survive. Real Madrid almost played their way into trouble there. Tony Kroos is not known for his interceptions. Had he have not made that mistake could have proved costly for Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham gives it back to Tchouaméni. I know a lot of people were critical on Jude Bellingham after his performance in the first leg. Tchouaméni, you're wavy. I mean, I did videos on you at Bordeaux. I tried. Not that anyone from Arsenal's listening to me, but I tried. Once you got to Monaco, I've said it before, it was peak. Look at the fee that Real Madrid actually bought him for. Nacho. Real Madrid, you know what? If Pep stays at City, Real Madrid and City, that could be the new fight in the champs. because no one really talks about it. Real Madrid probably got the best youth project in world football right now. Vinicius Jr., based on who's there. Oh, that's a ball from Carvajal. How has no one put that in the back of the net? Mendy will keep it alive. But it's a low-driven ball that's just whistled across the goalkeeper, and no one's taking advantage. Jude Bellingham, I can't believe you're diving. I can't believe you're diving there. Obviously, the penalty's not going to get given. He's doing this. I can't believe you. Hey, you're from Birmingham. They don't go out like that. That's dead. You're too strong for that. I can't lie. To be fair, you've seen them given, but that would be silly. It's a ball from Carvajal. Not enough players from Real Madrid, and there's 3 men in the box, but no one's clocking what's going to happen 10 seconds before it actually is going on. Bayern do look shook, but maybe it's part of the game plan. And to be fair to Bayern, coming to the Bernabeu, you're going to have to respect them for a little bit. This ain't Bundesliga, respectfully. You come in a stranger's house, you have to take your shoes off and you have to pay your dues. Musiala. Boy, say what you want, he's a great player, but I think you got away with a stinker across the 2 legs against Arsenal. Really better in Germany. You must show up today, or agendas. Lemire. I want Madrid to win, man. I know what I said at the start about Arsenal losing to the winners, but I'm just remembering Eric Dyer. And now that I said that, Bayern are probably going to score. This is a great passage of play from Bayern. Oh, and it's Gnabry has shanked it wide. A very good, the only attacking move within this opening 7 minutes, realistically, from Bayern Munich. And Harry Kane's at the heart. It's a good sweeping team move. The young Pavlovic is even involved. It's a great move. Musiala with the killer pass. I don't know what Gnabry was doing. Was he trying to go for goal? Was he trying to square it? You got to take your chances at the Bernabeu. Eric Dyer. Whatever happens, I just want you to get ripped. I can't lie. Coffee. I feel like Declan's passing is why I prefer him in the 8 row. Partey is just significantly better. I think Declan Rice is show. For me, it's an industry thing with Declan Rice. Like, you're industrious. You clamp, win the ball back. You've obviously got good technical level. You've got, again, you take our set pieces, and I think he's had his best goal scoring season in the Prem, actually. Not that, that's going to be most goals scored. But I would like someone, like I said, how Declan Rice's bread and butter is the 6 stuff, winning the ball back and stuff, but he has to show other elements. If you sign this number 8 tempo controller that I seek, you're still going to have to be able to win the ball and dominate in midfield. Cheap foul given away from Bayern Munich there, folks. Again, this game's already better than yesterday, really. If you haven't smashed the like button, please make sure you do. Big up DG. Why have I tuned in and I hear Cedric catch a stray in the semi-finals? Big up Cedric. But that's what Eric Dyer needs to do. You need to forget you're at the club. Tony Kroos. And one thing I'll give Bayern, though, the structure. I might even watch this game again. And I wish I could speak to Carlo Ancelotti, but I would just say a number of times Rudiger's tried to play that pass in behind, like a ball over the top of Bayern Munich's defense, particularly into that right-hand channel for Vinicius. I wonder if that's just something they're doing or if that's something they worked on. But again, as I was saying, I'm going to watch this game again because there's just so much going on. Thomas Tuchel, obviously, the new age manager, all them XG merchants spaz over. Carlo Ancelotti, because he's not wearing, I don't think Carlo on paper fits the image of the modern day manager. People move like he ain't got tactics. So it's a great viewing on the ball, let alone off it. Pardon me. Pavlovic of Bayern Munich, the youngster, started well. A couple of good passes there. He's asked a lot of Kimmich, and ultimately Bayern have given it away. Raya or Nana, David Raya, well, golden boot. Like, I don't know what's going on over there. Like, Raya's a charity goalkeeper, he can't be beaten, so he's all giving mistakes where I don't know for Onana. My keeper 8 held 7. Was he even there when they held 7? If he was, that's poor. Inter Milan did an absolute madness. If I speak, I'm in big trouble, but real guys know why the Onana thing was never going to work. Like, you can't have them in goal, bro. Tchouameni. Tony Kroos doesn't show any signs of slowing down. And it's crazy that Luka Modric is on the bench. Imagine being a Real Madrid fan. You ain't got no real problems. It's like a City fan, really. He ain't got no real problems, got nothing to moan about. Mendy, I can't lie, they should arrest you. You should be arrested for theft. He's stolen Leroy Sané here, folks, because Sané just keeps just crying to the ref. He's doing a couple of little dark arts moves. Sané needs to wake up. Tony Kroos. I would love to speak to someone who's played against Tony Kroos as well, because how do you combat against him? Like, when you obviously Tony Kroos is an elite level athlete. He's playing a Champions League semi-final. Vinicius, lovely, but his game is based on movement. He's playing football like chess. He's seen several phases of play before you've done. How do you mark someone like that? It's crazy. Do you remember the game we won at the Bernabeu in 2006? 100%. And unfortunately, I remember the whole run. Villarreal, when we missed a pen, no one gave us a chance in the 2 legs against Real Madrid. Villarreal missed a pen. Who else was there? The final. Oh, wow. When Sol Campbell scored, I thought we did it. Juventus as well. I'm sure we played. Yeah, we played Juventus as well. Cesc Fabregas obviously had to bully 1-2 legends in that at the club. We won't diss him. It was the last time I've actually been confident about Arsenal in the Champions League. I'm only 29, but like, being an Arsenal fan was relatively straightforward at one point in my life. Like, he was called a glory hunter, to be fair. Arteta's bringing them days back. Tony Kroos about to show his passing range. He's found Rodrigo. Carvajal killed Rodrigo with that pass. It's not good enough. Eric Dyer bottled that. If you had tech, that could have went out for a corner. Hey, you're in trouble today. Eric Dyer, you're in trouble today. I hope for your sake I'm wrong. You're in trouble. Our man said 2006 TVs were black and white back then. You're boy in it. Hey, Vinicius could be in here. Vinicius Jr. kissed the inside of the crossbar. How's Rodrigo not scored the tap in? Wow, hang your head in shame, Rodrigo. You have to score. Vinicius Jr. is incredibly unlucky. On another day, that kisses the inside of the far post and goes in the back of the net, and there's a goal here. And that all came from a poor pass from Eric Dyer, giving the ball away cheaply. A poor sequence of events from Bayern that they've been let off by. Carvajal does extremely well. Vinicius, I don't think anyone could ask anymore. Rodrigo, I don't know how you haven't scored there. You have to score today. Eric Dyer's giving it away again. If you look, go back to my Bayern Munich review, people, you would have noticed I said in the first leg, one thing that I want to see in the second is getting on Eric Dyer. Because again, when he's pressed, he's nervous, which I'm not even mocking Dyer. Like, don't try and be a hero if you're not. But at this level, it smells like barbecue, folks. Jude Bellingham on the ball. Mendy. Normally, Real Madrid don't even, obviously they're playing at home. They don't even start like this. Tony Kroos just showing off now, showing his passing. We get it. You're Tony Kroos, lad. We understand it. Rudiger with some Bandulu passes, and it worked out. And it's falling to Tchouaméni here. Bayern are living dangerously, but again, I wonder how much of their game plan was centered around the fact that you're going to the Bernabeu. It's Madrid. They're going to be on this. We've got to remain penned in. Troop said Rashford has more pictures with rappers than goals this season. Woo! I would take it a step far and say dead things. Rashford's in a sunken place. Well, can't lie. Are you letting that one? Where did he go? Like Dublin or something? That one who sold the story on him. Wow. Vinicius Jr.'s gone for the shot and it's terrible. But I guess it's positive from Real Madrid. They should have been a goal ahead. Vinicius has been purring. To be fair to you, I think the defenders from Real Madrid, in an offensive sense, have stood up to be counted today as well. Rudiger's played a lot of good passes. Nacho looks on it. Carvajal's quite positive. How is he not bagged there? How is Rodrigo not bagged there? Rodrigo just needs to look at Vinicius for inspiration. There was a time in Vinicius' career, Real Madrid career, looked peak. He battled from it. Right, Tommy Tuchel got the Gucci, but he really is a man of the culture, innit? Rudiger. And I wonder, again, little things like Thomas Tuchel managing Rudiger, is there little things that us common fans don't know that you're trying to do against someone like that? For example, I don't know, Nacho. Valverde, who we all know does this dodgy right wing, right back, centre mid running around role. Jude Bellingham, I thought he was fouled there. If I'm honest, ref hasn't said anything, and Bayern have won the ball back. Mazawawi, who Neuer's got away with a couple of dodgy decisions, but hey, Eric Dyer, you need to be like Neuer. Neuer backed himself. Almost lost the ball, but he did well there. Eric Dyer, bread and butter when it comes to heading. Kane trying joggle Benito chest passes. Pardon me, it's falling to Kimmich. What a touch from Kimmich. Kimmich galloping forward. He needs options. As a right back, I hate when this happens. There's just a sea of white shirts. That's a great ball into Sane. Leroy Sane, that's dead. Another good opportunity for Bayern. It feels like so long ago Bayern actually had that effort that Gnabry dragged wide. If I'm honest, we probably should have seen 3 goals in this opening 16 minutes. What a run this is from Valverde. Not known for his dribbling ability, but Cristiano Ronaldo 06-esque. The pass was dodgy to Vinicius, but we're allowing Vinicius cooking. Rabona for no reason. Rabona for no reason. Brazilian stuff. Next World Cup, we're winning. Jude Bellingham drops his shoulders. Is he going to bang it? Cannons off a Bayern man. Rodrigo's touch takes him backwards, but ensures he retains possession. Smash the like button, folks. What do we make of this game so far? It's livening up. Yesterday was dead. Big up Dortmund, but it was a dead game of football. Horrible. Only part I enjoyed is just naturally as Dortmund are trying to hold on. PSG somewhat throwing the kitchen sink. Valverde. Bro, what a player, man. I've seen pictures of you at London Coley in an Arsenal training shirt. If only. Vinicius doesn't get it from Rodrigo. I thought they were going to do the Brazilian 1-2. Remember, you heard it here, folks. Brazil were winning the next World Cup. It's happening. Rodrigo, you know what you did last World Cup. You need to address that. You need to do it for Neymar. The best player not to win the World Cup, shameless, in my lifetime. DG, if Tuchel goes United, would you be fearful? Yes. Not like, oh my God, I'm scared, like, we're finished, but it's a serious manager. Like, they might not agree with it, but there's going to be some effing structure and some style of play. Probably not going to buy certain players or utilize certain players. But at the same time, I'm not backing Ten Hag, but when you look at United's project, Chelsea's project, and just even it's very different, but to a degree, Arsenal's. How many managers in the modern day are actually involved in transfers like that? Because you have seen rumors come out that Poch ain't really involved. Ten Hag's kind of being past players. Oli kind of was briefed on certain things. How, like, if you're not getting the players, if you're getting certain egos and all these things, it's damaging it. So how far does it go? But I think Tuchel could work within a better remit. But it all depends. Like, United seem like they're going in the right way. They're getting all, like, you know, the couple ex-City people, couple changing their scouting department, new owners or partial owners or whatever. It's going to take years to finally breed effect, but that's exactly what they need to do. You know, you need to get your house, you need to get the foundations of the house in order. It's like United have bought a house post-Ferguson, and they've bought flat screen TVs, they've bought jacuzzis, they've bought all of these amazing footballers, Ronaldo, Casemiro, at the time, Martial, Ballon d'Or potential. See what I did there? Bring back Paul Pogba, done all of these crazy things and had crazy managers. But there's no point buying and having all of these lovely things in your house if you ain't got foundation, you ain't got heating, you ain't got running water. That's the structure. They haven't got that. They might never catch City on the pitch because of what City are. But City got standards, you know. In my 29 years, obviously things have changed, and Arsenal was at one point, we was doing our thing. But you used to hear, man, United got the best facilities, the best this. They haven't. Their academy's doing quite well this season, probably as a result of some of the changes, but they haven't. A lot of match-going United fans complain about certain elements of the stadium. Like, it don't make sense. It's not forward-thinking enough. Rodrigo loses the ball. Eric Dyer loses out to Chouameni in the air. Boy, that was a good contest. Vinicius Jr., that's great defending by Lemire, if I'm honest with you. Very underrated performance I feel he's had for Bayern in this Champions League campaign, and gets a foul for his troubles. But, and I'm not saying Arsenal is the biggest and baddest, but one thing I think my club did, rightly or wrongly, where you look at Ozil, big character, Aubameyang, big character, for whatever reason, siding with the manager. I don't know if at Chelsea and at Man United, under their managers, under the previous managers, if that's always been the thing. And obviously, you know, the bigger the club you play for, the better you have to get handling egos, which clearly Ten Hag hasn't. You know, he's probably the only person not connected to Man United, not happy for Jadon Sancho, refused to apologise, and he's balling out on the right-hand side as well, which a lot of fans said he couldn't do. So, man management, which is interesting, you know, because ironically, on the topic of Man United, just before I went live, I was watching YouTube Shorts. Don't know why, but it came up with Roy Keane, who's never had a sour relationship with Sir Alex Ferguson towards the end, and he was saying that people talk about his man management. Look at several legends, how they left the club. Look at how he employed his brother and his son, and pulled players from Preston and done the rest of it. But I digress, people. We're basically 21 minutes in. There's been some half chances. I personally think there should be 3 goals. If I'm harsh, I think Real Madrid should at least be winning 1-0. But unfortunately, we haven't seen any goals yet. United should get Conte. You either do the Arteta thing where you back him, or it's easier said than done, of course, but you get someone like Pep Guardiola, or to a degree what PSG got with Enrique, where, yeah, you're a world-class, top-class player, but I'm one of the heavyweights in this manager thing as well. Don't forget, it was only a few weeks ago, Kylian Mbappe weren't starting certain games and was on the bench. Certain other man couldn't do that. To be honest, I don't even think Thomas Tuchel, bit different, but I don't even think Thomas Tuchel could do that to Mbappe. Poch defo couldn't. Sane, that's a horrible touch with his right peg. It's gone out for a goal kick. No trophy for Harry Kane, the overrated Kane. That's harsh, man. He's definitely not overrated. Big up yourself, T. Who's winning the Ballon d'Or? Honestly, I don't have a clue, man. Somehow, probably Messi. To be fair, people saying Foden's got a shout. This is why I think it will be a few years before we think about champs. The smallest complacency is punished. I just think it's levels, man, like, as well, really and truly. Like, Real Madrid just got the perfect blend of elite youth, wealth of experience, man. Like, Alaba's not playing, you know. They've had Marcelo and all, even guys like Nacho and Carvajal, people that understand the club. Rodrigo could be in here, skips past the Bayern Munich defender, got no one to square it to. I feel sorry for him. He somehow found Vinicius Jr., his touch let him down. There's got to be goals in this, man. DG, who do you think is a bigger game player, Kane or Bellingham? I think I've seen Kane a lot, like, make the difference, quote unquote, in certain bigger games on a more consistent basis. But I'm gonna say Bellingham. I mean, man, look at the debut season he's having. That would have been a great bit of skill there, Bellingham, but he let himself down there. It's annoying when people say, how many Champions Leagues do Arsenal have? So we've got to stop this annoying stuff and go win something in that regards. Easier said than done, but yeah. It feels like we have to do it the hard way. There's going to be no little Dortmund season getting to the final. There's going to be no, come on, Chelsea won it the way the 2 times Chelsea won it was so ugly. I'm hating 100%. Even the 2 times in my life I've seen Man United win it. Jam me. Obviously, happy John Terry of all people, especially with what happened many years later, Mr. Penn. You all know about 1999. Feels like we have to play the perfect game and do this crazy underdog thing. DG, barely heard you say Bellingham's name today. Where he at? He's playing, man. He's there on the ball, ironically, at this moment. He just played a backwards pass. Nacho. Tony Kroos tries an ambitious pass into Bellingham. It just doesn't come off. Like, Eric Dyer is shit. What kind of clearance is that? Jude Bellingham, lovely technical skill from him to retain the ball here. Gave it away so cheaply, Eric Dyer. For your sake, I hope that this proves fatal. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, Valverde. Tony Kroos's pass is blocked. Lemire again. Valverde, that was a foul, surely. Ref don't agree with me. Musiala. Harry Kane. That's a foul. And Harry Kane's won a very important foul there. And it does look like Bayern are a bit rattled in that regard. But look at that fight from Carvajal, man. But we need to get a trophy or 2 next 2 seasons. Amen. France winning the Euros, though, potentially. It's a funny way to say England. Who said that? What, Zago? Boy. Benjamin White, chat to Southgate, man. We've got trophies to be copping in the summer. Could be Emirates Cup, you don't know. in case someone wants to click me up or anything. Wales definitely ain't winning it, Ben. I know that much. Real Madrid have had 57% of possession, Bayern just 43. Vinicius Jr. plays it out wide to Bellingham, who's been roaming on this left-hand side, similar to how Valverde has on the right-hand side. Speaking of left-hand side, people, it's here with Vinicius. Great tackle there, to be fair, from Deluded. Throw in to Real Madrid. 20 minutes left of this first half, folks. Still no goals. Real Madrid look the more likely to score. Gnabry looks like he's siding out of the beef. On a random one, Gnabry's just gone to the ground. I don't know if his night's done. I don't know if he needs treatment, but yeah, that might be the end of Serge Gnabry's night. I'm not too sure what's happened or what the status is there. Kane even asks if his teammates all right. Just wanted some water. Yeah, I'm not sure for Gnabry at this moment, folks. He's down. Surely he's coming off. Trust Eric Dyer to be over there getting water as well. Crazy. To be fair, what the hell was going on there? There was 2 footballs on the pitch. How did Rodrigo not score that? Man, I know you're the luckiest man on the planet. Has Gnabry come off? That is the end of Gnabry's night, people. Alphonso Davies will be entering the fray. What is he playing, left wing? Which I swear he was a left. I swear he was a left winger before, reverting to a left back. To be fair, it does give them a bit more protection. Alphonso Davies, ironically, didn't start the game, but been linked with joining Real Madrid and replacing the man starting for Real Madrid at left back in Mendy. Toni Kroos to Rudiger. Rudiger tries a searching ball into the box. Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Jr.'s tried to bicycle kick. That hasn't worked out for the talented Brazilian. Rudiger up against Harry Kane. Harry Kane's done well there, to be fair, and surely he's fouled. He's done well to win a foul. That's one aspect of Harry Kane's game he's not given credit. And to be fair, I'm surprised it's not a yellow. Real Madrid's defenders, Nacho, Rudiger, they've all got very tight to their men when they can. Pardon me, to be fair, it's an aspect of defending. Gnabry is a sick note. Unfortunately, the man can't stay fit. Harry Kane goes for a volley. Oi! I thought he bagged. I thought Harry Kane scored one of the best goals I've seen in the Champions League this year. Kimmich, his crosses has just basically just funded off Nacho, and Kane's not had long to think about that. It's actually taken a slight deflection of 2 Madrid players as well. Second big chance for Real Madrid. I mean, for Bayern Munich in quick succession. How Real Madrid and Bayern Munich haven't scored in this opening 28 minutes and 30 seconds, I don't know, folks. We're all waiting for this Bayern Munich corner. If we haven't subscribed, commented, or smashed the like button, what we're doing, folks. The corner's come in. Lunin says, forget all of that. Catches it and distributes it quickly. Oh, and you know what? That's good defending by Musiala to win that header, because if that throw from the goalie found Vinicius, who knows what would have happened there. Namir, Joshua Kimmich. Come play in North London, man. Pavlovic, lovely, good player. Come play in North London, man. Eric Dyer. See? He got gassed. He was playing 5-yard passes, tried to play a long ball forward and lost it. Get on to him. Thought Tuchel said Gnabry would bag. The blind faith thing came back to bite him, man. The blind faith thing came back to bite him, man. Shout out Tuchel. That's the only thing about Gnabry, man. You can never bet on him staying fit, or I don't think anyone truly believes he's ever going to stay fit. Mendy. Nacho. Game's quieted down a tiny bit. Nacho plays it backwards to his left back. Wales won't win it since they're not in it. True. Oh, yeah. Just us and Scotland. Pipe down, man. Carvajal. Rodrigo's cross doesn't get anywhere. Carvajal's header keeps the move alive. Tchouaméni needs support. Finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo squares it to Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos to Valverde. It's very tight and intricate at this moment from Real Madrid. Bayern Munich not giving much away in terms of space, saying that Mendy is in acres of space on that left-hand side. But Real Madrid play very good football and they're very patient. Valverde. I don't know why he's appealing for a handball because that's not there. Sane could be in here. They have to credit Nacho. Nacho's hamstrings are definitely going to be hurting after this game. If he didn't get there, Sane would have been in. And that is one thing that looks like an Achilles heel of Madrid. Sometimes they do lose it cheaply and it looks like Bayern can counter. But it's quite a fearful performance in many elements from Bayern. Saying that, they could have potentially had goals themselves. As I said earlier, and I have to say again, I'm surprised, that we haven't seen any goals in this first half an hour. Carvajal probably hit his chin, but he keeps it in. Rudiger. Nice boots from Tony Rudiger, isn't it? Ouch. That therefore hurt. But it's cool. Toni Kroos. When you're him, you can do what you want and you pass at your own pace. And he's eventually found Carvajal. Carvajal tries a cross. Doesn't really amount to anything. Toni Kroos heads it on to a teammate. Can they make something happen? Tchouaméni. Kroos. Rodrigo goes for the shot. Cannons off the lit. It's picked up by Harry Kane, who doesn't have much options apart from Alphonso Davies. And his pass into Davies was horrible. And it's as soon as Real Madrid lose it, they seem to be being gifted the ball back, people. Maybe this is a game that we see the goals in the second half. And we all need to remember at this moment, extra times and penalties are still a massive possibility. Valverde. Carvajal. Rudiger. Nacho. Just under 15 minutes to go of this first half, folks. You lot have been in top form. It's been good. Unfortunately, not seen any finishes. Not seen any goals. Tchouaméni. Carvajal. Forces it. Forcing the issue there, Carvajal, unfortunately. And it looks like his teammates have let him know exactly about that as well. Manuel Neuer finds Eric Dyer. No, not going to lie, Neves in Benfica would be lit at Arsenal, seeing bits and pieces, but don't think that will happen, though, since big release clause. But hey, maybe we're getting to that stage where you just have to pay the going rate. But yeah, 19 years of age, 100 million or something like that. It's crazy. But if he comes in and does the business, as we've seen, nobody cares about 100 million pound midfielders or 65 million strikers. Unless you're Chelsea. Toni Kroos. Been conducting, but seems like he's even a bit baffled as to where to go. Found his Rodrigo. Mendy. Nacho. Kroos. Expertly finds Valverde on this right-hand side. Valverde, I think he got inspired by Toni Kroos, but doesn't quite have that divine quality on the ball. And Bayern could break here. Harry Kane needed to pass it 10 years ago. Throw in to Real Madrid. DG swapping Rice for Mbappe. Yeah. Big up Rice, yeah. Nothing personal, Rice. I'm more likely to find a number 6 or number 8 or whatever that what Rice does than I am to find or have an opportunity to have someone of the quality of Kylian Mbappe. It's nothing personal, it's just business. Carvajal. Rudiger. We got Rice though. It's nothing personal. Tchouaméni. Nacho. Jude Bellingham. Mendy. Seems like it's gone a bit quiet, lads. Where's goals? Jude Bellingham cutting in off this left-hand side. Is he going to go for a shot? He does. Hasn't been the first time that a Real Madrid attempt at goal has been blocked by a Bayern Munich player. Lunin gives it back to Nacho. Tony Kroos finds Vinicius Jr. Does Vinicius Jr. fancy taking on Joshua Kimmich? And he does. Can he skip past him? Oh, chops him. Chops the next one. Tries to be too intricate and gives it away. But what a player Vinicius Jr. is. Game starting to open up. Jamal Musiala, he's by himself. This man's amazing. Somehow, he's found a teammate, pardon me. And that wasn't a bad bit of trickery from Joshua Kimmich. Bayern Munich have only had one attempt on goal, technically, and one on target. Statistically. Here they are with Joshua Kimmich inverting into central midfield. Pavlovic, what a sturdy player he is. So calm. Lemire. Seems like Bayern are opting to just keep possession for a bit and just knock the ball around without forcing the issue. Eric Dyer, you're getting scared 100%. Musiala. Patient bit of build-up play, but it's still not crossed into any real dangerous Real Madrid territory. Sane. Lemire. This youngster in midfield for Bayern is amazing. And DJ obsesses about midfielders only to sell Rice out for Mbappe. It's not selling out. I was asked, would I swap him? 100%. $1,000,000%. Just buy another wavy midfielder or two. Big up Declan Rice. Left-hand channel sorted, bro. Saka, Mbappe, and whoever on the left-hand side safe. Replace Rice, pattern up everything else. Saliba and Gabriel, bro. The champs is there. Killing Mbappe don't come around too often. Lemire. Probably only one player I would say no. Yeah, no. 2 players. Bukayo Saka and Saliba. Or Martin Wondergaard as well. But that's a biased one. And really, I should snake them all. Lemire. Musiala. What can he do? Will he go for the shot? Really and truly, his given goal that he attempted with Lemire was a poor one. He sold his teammates short there. Rodrigo, Vinicius, Brazilian connection. To be fair, Deluded's an important throw-in to concede. I mean, Deluded's been skipped past a couple of times, but he's also won as many battles as he's probably lost. Good, interesting battle when they're up against each other. Allow it, man. Real Madrid have a foul here. Because of the commentator, just after praising Deluded, he's giving away a foul. Vinicius running at you must be one of the scariest things in football, man. Kimmich got done so dirty there. So dirty. What a player Vinicius is. Does it so fast. Will use both feet as well. Clearly right-footed, but won't shy away from it. Tony Kroos delivers. Deluded wins the header. Valverde's tried to hit a volley. It's actually cannoned all the way to his midfield colleague, Tony Kroos. He's found Carvajal. Come, you're a fullback. You might as well live a movie. Plays it to Vinicius. Vinicius tries to deliver. It's a good cross. And I don't think it was meant to be like that. It's whistled across Bayern Munich's area. And that one's probably a bit harder to make something of. But Vinicius must be wondering what's going on. Tchouameni and Rodrigo made darting runs. And to be fair, Neuer can't be sure. He's had to give away a corner. Boy, Tony Kroos to take this corner kick for Real Madrid. Feels like such a long time ago, but he's actually playing against his former club. Played for Real Madrid for so long. Can't remember him playing for Bayern. Was that a foul? I think the refs ordered the corner to be taken again. For what reason, I'm not sure, but he has. Tony Kroos eventually delivers. I believe that was Harry Kane who won the first battle. Carvajal headed it back to Tony Kroos, who's found Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. Poor from him, if I'm completely honest, giving it away cheaply. Mazraoui gives it away cheaply, which has been the theme on occasion for both teams. Still 2-2 in this fixture, folks. Valverde, Tony Kroos shows us his passing range with his left peg. He's showing off now, man. To be fair, that's a very good interception by Bayern Munich. Lemire. Done Jude Bellingham dirty there. Mazraoui. Alphonso Davies. Haven't really seen him take Carvajal on. What can he do here? He's by himself. Rudiger bearing down. Rudiger kills me. Man pushed him for no reason. Lemire. Pavlovic. Musiala. Pavlovic. This guy's a player, man. Sane. Not really been much to scream and shout about, folks, if I'm completely honest. The game's not really lived up to expectations if you was looking for excitement. It's better than last night's. To be brutally honest, Champions League this week, apart from the results and the fallout stories, quality for quality in the 90 minutes, or the minutes we played so far and the 90 from the previous, it's been quite rubbish, if I'm honest, folks. Leroy Sane. Asking a lot of Kimmich, put way too much zing on that passing behind. The idea was good. The quality wasn't. Maybe that's why Kimmich is the one looking to feed you. Crazy fouling from Carvajal. In the Prem, this stuff gets picked up. Man locked his opponent. Manuel Neuer. Oh, does well to find a teammate, really. Mazraoui. Carvajal's intercepted it, but Bayern still have it. Got out there. Lemire can carry it out of midfield or out of defense into midfield. This Pavlovic kid, man, he's decent, man. He's not going to do anything amazing, but yeah. Nah, man. Coffee. Need another one. How do you see Bellingham's role in midfield next season if Mbappe comes? Probably making runs in behind that the Vinicius and the Mbappes and all these players leave. As a result of the space they leave, running into those pockets. But Jude could be a pretty complete midfielder in that well, to be fair, at Real Madrid, he's defo got, I would say, more structure when you break down what he has to do, but also it appears like a much freer role. He had a lot more responsibility in the middle third at Dortmund. Alphonso Davies down this left-hand side, what can he make happen? He's actually done well, actually. Bellingham with some good defending. Pavlovic goes for goal, hits the target. Saved. The Champions League peaked this year at the quarterfinals, first legs. Slightly, I hear it. Because it's been a good campaign. Like I said, the narrative of Dortmund getting to the final is great, but 180 minutes of football there, nothing really. The first leg from this weren't amazing. There's some moments, but you can't say it was amazing. Valverde, Rudiger, Tony Kroos on the ball here. He's probably been the most exciting thing to the game. Hakimi, the guy, DG, was there. Reason he didn't make it at Madrid or BVB. To be fair, he did make it at Dortmund. But you're not looking... I think he's a quality player, but it's not looking like Real Madrid have to get you. What's going on here? Is this my TV or this guy? Okay. Or TNT Sports. But yeah. Musiala. Has he spun Carvajal? I think he's actually taking out his own teammate there. But Musiala's still got the ball. Finds Mazraoui. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think Hakimi is questionable defensively. I think he's a steady Eddie. I just think because of the reputation and whatnot, he's a bit gas. Still a quality fullback. Oh, Vinicius Jr. up against Kimmich. He's spanning him still. Is he going to spin him again? Elects to find Tony Kroos. Tony Kroos gives it. Jude Bellingham. Thought he was fouled. Bellingham, I can't lie. You've been looking for fouls too much. Boy. Only 1 minute of added on time, folks. Mazawawi. Davies, that runs dead. See, dead. See, I can tell you it was dead. Valverde says thank you. Real Madrid, I'm disappointed, man. Eric Dyer is looking like a half-competent footballer. In the next 45 minutes is where it's all at, folks. Diaz or Bruno? Which Diaz? That's our boys. Kane on side. Oh, Lenin cleared up anyways, but I looked at the linesman. Doesn't look like he's coming up. I don't think he would have been offside. Wouldn't have mattered because Lenin saw it as well and cleared. And that should be the last minute of the game. And that is the last minute of the first half. It's ended 0-0. Rodrigo had the best chance of the game, people, where the deadlock should have been broken. But other than that, it's not been anything to scream and shout about as yet. What are you guys' halftime thoughts? Let me return in just a second, people. Halftime refreshment settings. You know, I might as well treat you to a great goal.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Hope you didn't miss me too much, people. Great time done. Half-time stretches required. Again, let me know your thoughts. It's boiling, isn't it? Damn. Not too much to really and truly scream and shout about where this game's concerned. I'm completely off topic, but as I'm stretching, I'm looking at my phone, and a 21-year-old Premier League footballer allegedly has been diagnosed with a laughing gas problem. You know, I can't lie, leave all that balloon stuff alone. Don't want to do that. It's not good for you. And as usual, folks, big up you lot tuned in, innit? It's been amazing. Are amazing. Let me sit back down and give you lot the content you need. Shout out the other props. You need additional props, them people. You know them. Hey. That's why you shouldn't show off. Because one of the legs for the other green screen would have just fallen down and spoiled everything we've got. Pablo, hey Marcel, sometimes I think there's hope for you, man. Sometimes I think there's hope for you, Marcel. Sometimes I think there's hope for you. Because you lot would have heard me just raving about him. Quality player, man. You know, now I'm going to take you in a lot more. I've always knew you were good, but like now I see the angle. And it's a bit weird, yeah, because you don't really see the British clubs doing this. And I'm not saying start youth for no reason, but like you could argue Musiala, because he's maybe significantly Champions League experienced is an exaggeration, but he's been doing it for a few years. And there's plenty of other examples. Crazy player, man. Quality player. How many appearances does this lad actually have for Bayern Munich? For me, you know what? In a weird way, he reminds me of the guy you lot got, Marcel. He played the other day. He's coming back from injury. He's one of them kind of midfielders. I don't think they're ever going to get great goals or assists. I think they're very good, but I don't think they're quite passers like the Toni Kroos of this world. This is someone who's played 19 times for Bayern Munich. Boy, start the Bernabeu. You got to be a half-decent player, innit? Shout yourself, stylish. Big up yourself, man. All right, Riley, come on. Appreciate the looking out anyways. Mikel needs to work his magic and get Frankie de Jong. I can't see anyone else taking our midfield to the elite level. See, the only thing about de Jong, yeah, he's got the ability. He's got everything I look for in a midfielder. He's clear of him. I said he kind of plays. He's one of them kind of stylistically midfielders. Defo clear of Mr. Bayanchik, Marcel. But yeah, as I was saying, like de Jong's got everything. He's got everything. He's got all of it. But I just think he's soft, man. Like you need to have that Valverde about you, that Nacho about you. I think you're a good player, but I think you're gonna crumble if the rest of the team crumble. If I'm honest, I want a scumbag, man. Like I can't lie to you. I want some scumbags, man. I think Declan Rice a good youth. He needs to stop breading the other team, but he's down for the trenches. Kai Havertz is a shithouser, bread and butter. You know, Saliba and Gabriel like it. You need savages, man. You look at Real Madrid are not a nice team, you know. Playing against these lot are not nice. Have you lot seen some of Carvajal's antics? The Invincibles were not nice. The Barcelona sides were not nice. You know, but they weren't brute force. They were just doing everything. None of these teams have ever been nice. Just paid the 85, 89 mil for Gamares. I mean, I didn't think we'd get Declan Rice, Aubameyang, none of these guys. But boy, if the bread is there, get it done. And yeah, no, I can't go as far as to say I would prefer Gamares over de Jong, but because I think de Jong he's got it in it. He's an Arsenal midfielder. But a part of me is saying yes, because Gamares he's a see you next Tuesday. Like there's a reason, you know, and I'm not saying these are the best players ever, but there's a reason people don't like Trent, don't like Robertson, don't like Benjamin White, different, but don't like Kai Havertz, don't like Gamares. You like them players when they play for your team. Rudiger, boy, Rudiger's so crazy. You need them players in your team, especially if you want to win stuff, man. No one likes Robertson. Absolute idiot. No one likes him. You know, when the ball's going out of play, them guys that are going to push you and do all of these things, you need that. I'm taking Luiz over Gamares. Stylish. I can't co-sign that one there, man. I salute you, but I can't. I think Douglas Luiz is a adequate alternative. I think they're kind of similar. I think, you know, if we needed money to do other things, then yeah, probably. But then again, really, if you're saying 89, 90 for Gamares, we've heard those fees with Douglas Luiz, and I know he's got slightly less on his contract, but in theory, you know, who would more likely angle for a move away? We know the backdrop of Newcastle. They're going to be at some point winning titles and doing what City have done to a degree, or disrupting the traditional top 4, top 6. Aston Villa, well, they're nailed on to get the Champions League. I don't know if it's mathematically impossible for them to bottle it now, but they're going to get that. He's under contract. I wouldn't mind either one, man. I just think Gomares is better than him. All my homies hate Robertson. You have to. And you're a Man United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, a 29-year-old Arsenal fan. I hated everyone at your team, but there's a reason. Nice guys finish last, and even that, if somebody's liked by everyone, I don't rate you. When Arteta and Arsenal weren't serious, Pep was there. Oh yeah, he couldn't stop praising us. Now Arteta's a bit lit. He'll do the PR praise. He won't do it again. The only one that kept it chill from the start was actually Jose Mourinho, who was the Spurs gaffer. You know, he said from the jump, well, to be fair, they beat us in the game, so maybe it was mind games, but he was saluting. This could have been us versus Madrid, but it should have scored some goals and defended properly. Gomares is plug and play. Brazilians already here. No need to worry about physicality or adjusting to the league. Seen bare Arsenal fans turning down Bruno, and it just confuses me. Spent a whole season complaining that we miss Xhaka, and when you present an upgrade and a reformed version of him, we don't want him. I mean, it's differences of opinions, but for me, if the money's there, if Bruno's on it, there's a serious willingness from Newcastle, and we're gonna put down the money. It's not gonna be some dragged out saga. We're gonna get this one done. I ain't got no complaints. Bruno Gomares, Declan Rice, Odegaard. One of Jorginho, I would love both, but one's probably going to leave. One of Jorginho and Partey for another year. I would like 2 midfielders, but if you get me someone like Gomares, I might say, you know what, part that off until next year. Let's focus on a winger, a striker, maybe a defensive body or 2 for depth. Obviously, we're going to have to get a, I don't even know if I said striker, but that goes without saying. Going to need a backup goalie if Ramsdale cuts. And we're talking, man. Allegedly, Bruno wants to work under Pep or go abroad. To be fair, like I've said before, I think Gomares and Paqueta are going City. But City have shown just because we've got money don't mean we're going to spend it. If it don't make sense, they don't get it done. But what player wouldn't want to play for Manchester City and what they are in the modern day anyways? And the icing on top of the cake, in that you know you're going to pick up some sort of trophies. You've got Pep, legendary manager, the chance to change. Like that's why I can't, beyond the obvious, that's why I think Haaland's laughing. You know, you've come up through the teams before you've gone to Dortmund. You've done your trade at Dortmund. You're in your early 20s. You're learning what you're learning with Pep. Neither you or Pep are going to be there for the duration of things. And you cut. GG, what are you doing at goalkeeper if you're Real Madrid boss? One of the best problems in world football. To be fair, we've seen like 3 goalies for them. I mean, he deserves this spot until Courtois can prove he's fully fit in it. DG Tate, Matthias Nunes. I would, but still maintain we could have got Kovacic, man. If we're going to Newcastle, we can only get one player from it. It has to be Isaac. I hear it, but Isaac or Gomares, I hear it. Number 14, striker, very much an Arsenal sort of player in Isaac. And I'm not against it. And I think he's got one of the best goals per 90 in the Premier at this moment in time. And he has been able to put some prolonged fitness, but I might just, Gomares, man, again, I don't think this can be a summer where we can't not get a striker and a central midfielder. And if you ask me, do you want just a striker or a centre mid? Admittedly, I changed my opinions. But I'm now of the belief, and this could all change tomorrow, I'm now of the belief, if you said to me, address midfield with someone of the caliber of Gomares or a striker of Isaac, and I don't think there's any right or wrong answer, I'd be more happy to see midfield addressed, because I don't think, we're doing so good defensively and scoring goals and improving. I don't think Arsenal are going to get to that higher level until midfield's adjusted. Any transfer links for Spurs? Not that I can see. They were linked with Rafinha today. Big up American Gunner, the CEO. I reckon City will bag Paqueta and we'll get Bruno. Only way I'm turning him down is if we were trying to find a way to bring in Isaac instead. I want to be wrong in it, but I'm happy to make content about Gomares and whatnot. The talking points make them. But nah, man. I just think Arsenal are going to say, you know what, there's admiration in the player, but they might not see it as value for money in terms of what they're asking for. But we got Declan Rice, so anything's possible. Though I'm sure Declan Rice had a year left on his deal, which makes things a tiny bit easier. I mean, if you could get a multifunctional wide forward, then why not, man? I just think we need more. We need at least one attacking reinforcement. I'd love a winger and a striker. If you bring me a multifunctional one, best of both worlds. We can maneuver with one. Who knows? You know, in an ideal world, Coach Juby gets an opportunity, signs a new deal. Potentially, if Nelson's moved on, I don't know. Second half is soon upon us, people. Smash the like button if you haven't already. In fairness, with Zubimendi off, I do see why we'd be desperate to move to Bruno quickly. I hear that. We're going to have several targets, man. And I'm not saying we should have signed Ruben Neves, but the Zubimendis, the Ruben Neveses, the Bruno Gomares we ain't been linked with him like that. But Coop Miners, I want one of them kind of midfielders who specialize in certain things. Why ain't the timer started? Oh, there you are. I think there's more similar profiles around in world football for midfield. The striker market is scarce. It is. But that's where I'd love to be Mikel Arteta or have a conversation in that, you know, we don't know if you want someone that can just fill in up front as well as out wide. Do you want an out-and-out striker? Are you going to change the system with someone that's more just about goals? Is it going to kind of follow with the Kai Havertz ilk? With Kai Havertz's form, has that changed our thinking? Has that also changed the thinking from going for, you know, a more seasoned and higher money kind of ticket item then, you know, versus like a project like a Sesko or whatever? Tony Kroos has found Vinicius. It's an interest on the ball. Went out there slyly, but them decisions there are not getting given at the Bernabeu. Mendy, Bellingham, Vinicius. Oh, Vinicius skips past Kimmich. You know what? Vinicius make anyone look rubbish. That should be 1-0. Wow, wait. I need to see that again. Wow, wait. Valverde, I know you're not paid for goals. Surely that come off a Bayern, man. It did. Nacho. I hear it. You announce you're leaving at the end of the season. 30 yards. You try to do the Steven Gerrard movie. It didn't bang, but I hear it. You might not be there again. And you know what? Yeah, Vinicius is not a simple player, but he is. There's a simplicity to his skills. Okay, Valverde, I'm being harsh. And to be fair, I've got to be fair to Eric Dyer. It is a great interception by him. In our forward line, we need pace and someone who can complete actions in 1 or 2 touches. I can see that Ivan Ferguson snuck in, gone awfully quiet there. I think they would like to go for him, but he's going to cost peas. Like, it's just going to be too expensive. It's just not going to make sense for our football club. Bayern Munich looking to hit back immediately. Alphonso Davies has done quite well there. And to be fair, the Bayern fans must be making enough noise. The few times Bayern Munich have put things together, I'll be brutally honest, Harry Kane has been involved. Decent move there. Alphonso Davies looking to take this in swinging corner. See what he's got. Puts his hand up. Let's see if it's a good delivery. It is actually. Unfortunately, it's headed out by Real Madrid if you're a Bayern fan. Joshua Kimmich plays a square pass to Leroy Sané. Don't get scared, Sané. Sané bottled it. Went back to Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich to Musiala. Musiala, not been a bit quiet today, really, but a quality player in his own right. DG, which one of these forwards are breaking down the mighty yellow wall? Vinicius, man. Well, it's written in the stars that Jude Bellingham scores in the final against his former club. Kimmich. Eric Dyer, who hasn't been cooked yet. How are you feeling about the United game? For me, it could go either 2 ways. We batter them or they play a low block and we draw/lose. It's annoying because, you know, they've got nothing to play for other than to spoil our day. We've obviously got the Old Trafford curse. If we're not going to win there now, based on their form, based on ending that curse, based on, you know, what we're trying to play for, then we never will, man. It's annoying. I don't think you're going to see the Man United. You're definitely not going to see the Man United that got battered against Crystal Palace. But hopefully we can run them ragged. To be fair, Vinicius was waiting and put a decent ball into the box, but no one was arriving for Real Madrid. Fortunately, if you're a Bayern fan. Interesting talking points, folks. 100 million for Bruno and Rice. You know it better work out. I think it will. I think it's the going rate now, man. Of course, in an ideal world, you don't want to really pay that for either player, but unless you're going to scout these players before they emerge, Forget about it. Tchouaméni fouled Musiala, but the ref has waved play on. Alphonso Davies to Harry Kane. Harry Kane puts it into the box. It's kind of poor from him. A better ball, and maybe Kimmich has an opportunity. Nonchalant also from Alphonso Davies as Valverde has cleared it. Eric Dyer's done very well there to win the ball in the air. Pavlovic, Lemay. Sane tries to play a 1-2. Jude Bellingham intercepts. To be fair to Sane, he's won it back. Bellingham, you can never say a foul. To be fair, Sane struggles at doing the basics at times, isn't it? DG, how you see Gamara's adaptation so far in the Prem? I see sides of him I never saw much before at Lyon. What surprised me in a positive sense? Quality player, really. You know, I wouldn't have him down as goals, but I think this season he must have a healthy return. There's obviously been some games he's been poor, but doing everything you want to see. One of the best midfielders in the Prem, in my opinion. Obviously, Rodri's the best, and then it's probably all debatable. And then, well, to be fair, it depends on the profile, because then you start getting into Kevin De Bruyne talk and all these things. Hey, Mbappe, it was written to be, man. Isaac and Luiz or Gyökeres and Bruno, either duo that will bring in. I'm not necessarily complaining. Elise is on the right, is the only move player. Is the only move player I think we can't afford to miss out on. Would love Musiala. To answer your question, I'd go for the more. I'd want Bruno over Luiz, but I'll go for the Isaac Luiz, man. We've shown we're just buying prelays in the Prem to a degree, and it's working out. Shout out to Gyökeres. He showed out Coventry. He's done well at Sporting in the Portuguese league. But Isaac, you know what he's on in the Prem. Luiz, you know what he's on. Let's keep it moving. You're asking a lot of Valverde there, Carvajal, and he's giving it a great effort. Just couldn't keep it on. Bit of a see next Tuesday as he booted the ball away. What do I think about the future of Coach Dewberry? Would love for him to stay. I mean, it's never a wasted year, but I think for someone of his ability, I've thought that this year, him and Waters, at least in January, because I can understand not getting the right move in the summer, need to be out on loan. And there's still a number of interest from clubs to take him. If you're him, if Arsenal bring in another wide man, you've got Trossard, Martinelli there, Saka there, obviously, Nelson, whose future's not decided. Fabio Vieira's played there on occasion. Young Ethan is probably a 10 or an 8, but can play out wide. Minutes are currency. If Arsenal are going for the league again, you know, youngsters can play, but are you going to get an opportunity? Vinicius Jr. wins a corner. He's woken up and played well, and he's gassing up the fans. So it depends what Coach Dewberry's on. You know, the club are going to tell you anything under the sun to get to sign a new deal, and you might sign a new deal and prosper. But I personally, if I was him, pardon me, I'd probably seek pastures new, just to develop as a professional footballer. Real Madrid have a corner here. Is it going to be played short to Vinicius? Tony Kroos. I see the angle. Lemay also does. Valverde's gone for an effort. It ain't worked out. DG, if we're not champions this season, I don't know how our players are going to react next season. We are either going to be issue win it. I think if we don't win it this year, which is a big possibility, get the checkbook out now, man. Yeah, but to be fair, Arsenal are not going to let Waters and Koza Dewberry leave on loan in the summer. Leave on loan in January with your contract running out at the end of the season. It's not going to happen. You might as well play for the 21s and help the club out in some capacity. Great strength from Kane. Leaned on Mendy. And he's gone for the shot. Lunin has saved it. You'd expect him to. Oh, Harry Kane told to get up by the referee. Did Mendes get any of the ball there? I don't know. Ooh, Jude Bellingham bringing out the skillers. Wee. Okay. Real Madrid, yeah? Tchouaméni, I need to see something. Finds Carvajal. The game's waking up now. So, yeah, man, great talking points, folks. Big up you lot. Tony Kroos. I mean, the general play isn't the best from Thomas Tuchel's side. I did feel in the first leg. In the first leg, he coached a great game plan. Kim Min-jae, not to blame anyone, and several players kind of messed up. Today, I'm not really seeing it. Kane looking for that. In the Premier, you might actually get that as a pen. Kimmich. Sane. Back to Kimmich. Uses his left peg. Dyer, don't get scared. Eric Dyer in possession, folks. Finds the young Pavlovic. You wouldn't know his age or anything about him. He hasn't stood out amazingly. Like, he's not going to get any headlines, but in a good way, hasn't looked out of place. And if you know football and you know how to look for certain things, you'd be able to see he's having a good game. So far, hopefully I haven't jinxed him. Nawari and Koza Dewberry pathways are blocked by Smith and Nelson. I don't think anyone's going to block Evans. I think we need to remember he's young. I do think he's going to get more minutes next year. I do think immediately Koza Dewberry's one is there. But yeah, man, if there's an offer for 30 million for Nelson, Nelson and Ketia and Smith Rowe based on interest, there still must be a good fee to be able to bring in. Oh, how have Real Madrid not scored there? The only thing that keeps them is homegrown reasons. It's that man Vinicius again. Anything Vinicius is doing turns to gold. He's been a thorn in Bayern's side. Has that actually come off Eric Dyer? I think it might. Does it come off Eric Dyer? No, ref doesn't agree. Dyer cooks it long with his left peg. Kane had no chance. Carvajal wins it. And even young Waters, if I'm Waters, I ain't honest. And again, I'm not their agent or anything. It's my opinion, and I'd love them to sign for Arsenal. If I'm young Waters, I'm not staying at Arsenal. You know, the club, there is a reality where the club, Arteta says, yeah, I'm going to use you next season. He actually does. But promises are a comfort to a fool. And again, if I'm Arteta or the club, I'm trying to tell him everything to sign a new deal. But once you sign it, doesn't matter. You know, Cedric's more experienced than you. He's got more minutes than you. There's rumors the club will bring in another option in that. He's a bit like Tommy Asu and Timberland. He can play centre back, left back, and right back. But right back's blocked. You've got Benjamin White there, and the option of Timber and Tommy Asu. The same logic on the left hand side applies. Centre half, that's not your strongest position. It's not going to happen there. Might as well cut. Ain't nothing personal. It's just business. Maybe a club that is less likely to be able to have 3 or 4 multifunctional players. To be fair, you've got to credit Eric Dyer there because that's another borderline clear-cut chance. Vinicius and Rodrigo gassing up the Real Madrid fans. I'd love to know like how it feels to actually play at the Bernabeu. Joshua Kimmich. Great sliding effort by Bellingham. It's the commitment of everyone from Real Madrid, man. Like, it's the minimum is your maximum. As silly as it sounds, PSG could learn a thing from that. Leroy Sané. Harry Kane's making a good run. Easy onside, though. And which I can't lie. Sané's passing at times is frustrating. That was a horrible attempt at a pass. Give your teammates something to work with. We're approaching the hour mark, folks. Vinicius Jr. Jude Bellingham. We're going to need to see you in the Euros. I mean, with Declan Rice now playing in the champs, Jude Bellingham being one of the jewels in Real Madrid's midfield. Wonder how that experience pays off for England. Jude Bellingham. Surely Lamal's fouled him. Silly foul to make. Free kick Real Madrid, folks. And Jude Bellingham's another one people sit there and say, like, he's overrated. He ain't got tech. Like, I hear it. But I genuinely feel if you've ever said that about him killing Mbappe, I don't think you either watch football or understand football. Man, it's a long way out. When you've got Rodrigo and Toni Kroos, still going to be a threat. But it's going to have to be, if it is an effort at goal, it's going to have to be something simply sublime. Cristiano Ronaldo-esque when he actually used to score free kicks. Not only have to hit the target, you have to get past Manuel Neuer. Rodrigo, that's a good effort. It has hit the target. Good effort from him. Goal kick to Bayern. Kane is overrated, Miss Pence. I don't think Harry Kane's overrated. He's one of the best strikers in the modern day. Like, there's not too many teams in Europe he doesn't walk into. Like, obviously, City don't need him when you've got Haaland. But you could argue Kane or Haaland. I think Haaland's better, but as a footballer, Kane's got a lot more to his game. So you could argue that. Defo starts at Arsenal. Defo. Bayern Munich have a counter-attack here, folks. Musiala. Played it behind Sane, man. It's the wrong pass to make. But yeah, Defo starts at Arsenal. Defo starts at Liverpool. Defo starts at United. 100. Spurs a big club, lol, but starts there. Starts at Barcelona ahead of Lewandowski in 2024, 100%. Starts at Inter. Starts at AC. Vinicius Jr., all twinkle toes. This guy is messed. And he's had a great effort at goal that's drawn an equally fantastic save by Manuel Neuer. But we are witnessing an incredible footballer, man. This guy is lit, man. There was a day I thought he was a good footballer, but I didn't think he was the truth. Benzema didn't even believe it. But I thank the Lord that my eyes deceived me once, but I've seen the light. You're better than Mbappe, man. I'll change my tune, but you're better than Mbappe. Corner kick to Real Madrid. Bayern haven't exactly dealt with it. Bellingham keeps it alive. It falls to Rodrigo. Puts it across goal. Tchouaméni can't find a teammate. Alphonso Davies does well to retain possession, but needs options. Oh, he asked a lot of his teammate there, but that was messed. And I guess that's what makes Bayern and Madrid two of the best clubs in the world. Thought he put his teammate under extreme pressure there. Pardon me, it's still 0-0. Musiala. Surely Rudiger gets a yellow. He's made so many fouls. Completely took out Musiala. So a bit more positive from Bayern Munich. If Neuer didn't exist, Vinny would have 4 goals by now. Slightly. Kimmich. Oh, if that made Sane, that might have been something, but it didn't. Kroos to Vinicius. Man of the match for me so far. Vinicius. So the commentators overplayed it. And to be fair, the Litters put his teammates under pressure, and it's here with Jude Bellingham. Bellingham getting inspired. Tried to do the Vinicius thing. Everyone played their position. You ain't got the Brazilians. You got 1-2 good skills. Just do your thing. Don't do things above your pay grade. I'm telling you this as a Sunday League fullback. I see my wingers do things, and I get inspired and lose the ball cheaply. But you see the intro goal. You can't boy me. Pavlovic, Lemire, Sane. If Kingsley Coleman was about Sane, you could get subbed by now. Musiala crumbling as well. Rudiger. Lunin gives it to the French left back Mendy. Toni Kroos. Long way to go in this. This is what the champs looks like without English teams. Meaty, not going to lie, smelling agenda. England is the most entertaining league. I hear it. Bring Super League, man. Tchouaméni. I mean, the format next year in the Champions League, and where you see, the plans for UEFA, FIFA, every federation, you're going to see mad things. One day, you're going to see the Milan Derby in England. You're going to see the North London Derby in New York or Saudi Arabia. Football's gone. It's gone. It's big money, big franchise. So enjoy it. Carvajal, Valverde, Tchouaméni. Back here with Valverde. I wonder how much the defensive structure is saved by him today. Mendy. Vinicius. Boys from Brazil linking up. Vinicius Jr., what can he make happen? Finds Mendy. It's too tight and congested here. Bayern Munich will hold in firm. Toni Kroos switches play to Valverde. Valverde delivers. This is why they need a target, man. It's evaded everyone. Kimmich couldn't get there. Vinicius Jr. up against Kimmich again. Oi. That's handball, surely. It is. He skipped past him, but he won a handball. Kimmich has done well today, bro. You're playing him, innit? And he's got to be harder to play against than Mbappe. Take nothing away from Mbappe, who's messed. But this guy can do the pace thing, the Brazil thing. Mbappe, you have half a chance if there's hardly any space for him to a slight degree. Free kick in a half decent area. Man said they hate alongs. If you haven't subscribed or hit the like button, what we doing? Ball into the box. Neuer's fluffed at it. No one from Real Madrid seems intent on pulling the trigger. And Bayern have hooked it clear. No, they haven't. Valverde's put it back in. Bellingham's 100% onside. It's falling to Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, of all people, can't find someone. What do I know? He's found Carvajal, who's tried to hit a volley, and it's obviously not gone in the back of the net, has it, folks? 64 minutes on the clock, folks, and it's still 0-0 between these two sides. I am second half, I'm not really surprised. First half, I thought there was at least 3 potential goals there. Mamo Neuer, Eric Dyer. Real Madrid won't capitalize on that, but that's poor from Bayern. Alphonso Davies to Musiala. Pavlovic. Lovely player, man. Lovely player. This is a good passage of play from Bayern Munich, of all people. Alphonso Davies, what can he make happen? Cuts it back, finds Musiala. You've got to get the shot away. Jamal Musiala goes for the shot, draws a big save from Lunin. If I'm honest, corner kick. Haven't really said that too many times today. 11 more likes and we've got our target of 100 before the end of the stream, people. Big up you lot who have. We're flirting. Shout out Musiala, man. That's a good effort with his left peg. Very good effort with his left peg. Arsenal scored in their last 9 Premier League visits to Old Trafford. Long may that continue. Can Kimmich get revenge on his cookings by Vinicius by setting up a goal here? He was the man of the moment in the last round. He scored in the second leg, against Arsenal. And he was one of the ones from Bayern, I think, had a really good game. That's a horrible corner from him. Horrible corner. Should play to our best. Man United, I think City are gonna absolutely run right against Spurs. Spurs are gonna get bent over backwards. United, I need to see a win, man. I am a bit nervous because they've got nothing to play for. They've been embarrassed. The least the players could do is react to their last performance and stand up to be counted against one of their historical rivals. Obviously, Old Trafford curse and the ramifications which come with winning or losing and drawing with obviously 2 games left. Real Madrid's Tchouaméni gave it away very cheaply. Musiala says thank you, finds Kane, who attempts to play a forward pass to Alphonso Davies, and it's a good knock. It's forced Rudiger very wide. Alphonso Davies cuts in, tries to go with his right. It's a Bukayo Saka shameless effort-esque. Alphonso Davies, who has been linked with Real Madrid, has cut in off that left-hand side and rifled it with his right peg and put Bayern Munich a goal ahead on the night and 3-2 on aggregate, folks. Again, if there's any team you shouldn't count their chickens before they hatch against, it's Real Madrid. But it's a great finish. Great finish. And I wonder if you're Rodrigo, if you put that goal in the back of the net, what would it have been? Poor defending. Credit to Bayern. From Musiala to Harry Kane. Harry Kane technically gets the assist. As I said, you heard me say it. Rudiger's been forced out wide. He looked uncomfortable. Alphonso Davies said, you know what? I'm going to put this on my right. And it's a great effort. Lunin's been excellent in anything he's had to do today. You weren't saving that. It's a great effort from Alphonso Davies. He completely wrapped it. He's kept it low. He's zero really backspin. It's a difficult one. Kind of used Rudiger as a path to block his own goal. It was a very good finish, an exquisite finish. Commentators are cooking Bayern players. But hey, that's his first goal in 10 games. And it looks like Ancelotti is saying, you know what, subs o'clock. Luka Modric is coming on for Toni Kroos. From one legend to another. Camavinga's coming on. So who's getting shifted? Is Camavinga going to go left back and someone's going to naturally get shifted off the pitch? Tchouaméni. Oh, it's Tchouaméni off. Yeah, Tchouaméni ain't had the best of games today. He's not been terrible, but Camavinga's got a bit more glee on the ball than you really probably should have started. And look, got on it already. What a player. Another player. Oh, these lot got everybody, man. Real Madrid got everyone. Have they got all these stars? Got everyone. Them and City need to be stopped, man. There's no point. But their stars are going to have to do star things now. And big up Carlo. Maybe that sub was going to happen regardless. But to me as a fan, it looks like an instant reaction. Luka Modric tries to give one of his trademark outside the foot passes. Did not happen on this occasion. 20 minutes away from Real Madrid going out. And a repeat. I called it in this first leg between the two sides, people, before a ball was kicked. And I hope to be right in an all-German final. It's been a good year for Germany, isn't it? But until the ref has blown for full time, Real Madrid have earned that respect not to be written off. They've been here numerous times. These are the poster boys of these comebacks. Luka Modric. And to be honest, they only need one goal to force it, more into this. Modric. Jude Bellingham. Appeals for a handball. Only met by a corner. To be fair, if he wasn't a left back, where would he be? Really wouldn't think Bayern were having a bad season watching him the last two games. Trust. Luka Modric plays it short to Valverde. It's 1-1. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. I think it's an own goal. There's Bayern Munich appeals. I think there's Bayern Munich appeals for a foul. You can't get a foul for that. You got to be tougher than that, lad. Instant reply. Game on. Kimmich is holding his face. He's down. You tough, right? People get clamped every day. You're not getting that at the Bernabeu. Kane trying to talk to Rudiger, trying to talk to the ref. Rudiger giving him no chance. You ain't getting that at the Bernabeu, man. You ain't getting that. The Bayern players are saying there's an elbow. You ain't getting that at the Bernabeu, lad. You're not getting that at the Bernabeu. They spent too much peas. Kimmich, did you actually get fouled or is it a shameless thing where you got to stay down? What actually happened? Oh, yeah, it's dark arts from Nacho slightly. I don't know, man. Let's see that again. Oh, F off, man. That ain't no free kick. That's not a free kick. Come on. I thought he elbowed him. He hit his face. He did something mad. There is a push, but come on, man. You've got to be stronger than that, lad. Gone down like... Think about the career, man. I had to stop myself. Well, you never know. The ref's going to have a look. But come on, man. That's dead. There is a push, but come on. He's not poking his eye out or anything. Nacho's got eyes on the ball, of course. It's a dark arts thing. He knows he's trying to do that on purpose. But come on, ref, man. That's soft. And it looks like Kimmich is going down anyways. That's soft, ref. Oh, wow. You are getting that at the Bernabeu. Boy, Bayern's blushes are spared. It's game on. That's only going to provoke the crowd even more. And it's all of a sudden now, the game has exploded into life, folks. Yeah, I don't know why he touched his face, but come on, man. The game's gone mad. That is a soft foul. I mean, obviously, if that happened against Arsenal, I'm screaming foul 24/7. If I benefit from that, it's lit. Man said you can't kill zombies. Suddenly, the game's coming to life. Boy. Big talking points. Rodrigo missing tap-ins. VAR disallowing a goal. Boy, Rudiger wins the header. Real Madrid are down, but they're definitely not out. Camavinga finds himself on his right-hand side. Valverde, good pass. Jude Bellingham does very well to find Camavinga. The ballers are starting to purr and ball. Serious purring from Real Madrid now. Luka Modric. Mendy. Playing for Real Madrid is wavy, man. Manon. Camavinga almost lost it. Soldiers it. Luka Modric. Vinicius Jr. down this left-hand side. Tries to aim it towards the back post. Does go out for a goal kick. But again, Vinicius is going to make something happen here. Yeah, I've watched Snowfall still. It looks like the check bounce. Man said the check bounce. It fully did. It fully did. It fully did. He's checked the bank account after buying all of these players. I didn't think you got them decisions at the Bernabeu. What a finish. That was serious. Serious from Davies. Serious from him. Deluded. Bit of a blind pass, really. Finds no one apart from Real Madrid's Rudiger. Oh, surely a free kick. Vinicius was chopped in two there, ref. Ref don't agree with me. Good play from Alphonso Davies to skip past his man. Finds Harry Kane. Harry Kane, you got to win a foul. Good hold-up play from the Englishman. On paper, Tuchel's in his third Champions League final. It would be because what you won it with Chelsea, didn't win it with PSG. And yeah, Musiala, that was a lovely turn. He's fouled there. Harry Kane hits the side netting. I wonder if on another day they want the advantage. Now Musiala is woken up. And Harry Kane, who apparently Real Madrid wanted at one point. Boy. Brown bad settings, I can't lie. They bust case, man. Slap the likes, as American Gunner said. To be fair, it would have been harsh on Neuer for the performance he's had to concede a goal like that. Tough, right? Told man about Sane. Told man, when the lights get bright, boy, you're not down for the cause. Sane will be coming off for Kim Min-jae. So is there a reshuffling going on of sorts with Bayern? Is it a back three? I don't know. To be fair, Dyer's done all right. Dyer soldiered it today. I'll be real. I wanted him to get cooked. I still hope there's time. Luka Modric. My opinion, get ready for extra time, folks. Eric Dyer, hoofs it. Musiala. Luka Modric. Imagine that. I skipped past Luka Modric and he fouled me. And somehow the ball has found Harry Kane. Game suddenly just bursted into life. Harry Kane on this left-hand channel. Rudiger's a bully. He tried to foul Kane. To be fair, Kane should have a free kick. I can't lie. The ref has done Bayern Munich and Harry Kane so dirty. He's read several fouls. There's been no advantage. How that's gone against him, I don't know. But, yeah. Never feel bad for Real Madrid when it comes to refereeing decisions. Tactical Tommy, the deluded United fans are watching you and they think Ten Hag is better than you. I don't know who says that. Jude Bellingham. The offside flag hasn't risen. Bellingham, good strength there. You need to pass it, though. Don't be hero. Don't be a hero. Carvajal, 13 minutes. We've seen Real Madrid come back from the death serious amount of times. Modric, Camavinga. Switch of play to Vinicius Jr. up against Kimmich, who's been in the trenches today. Vinicius Jr. Valverde, Camavinga. He don't want that on his right peg. Nacho. Valverde. Real Madrid trying to find an opening. Been unable to find one. Luka Modric fakes like he's going for a shot. Fake like he's going for a shot again. I think he even did his teammates there. Luka Modric. It's crazy to even think Luka Modric was on the bench. It's all right for some serious luxuries. Basically trophyless when he was at Spurs. Now, you know, there's no way when you eventually leave Spain and move back to your country, Croatia, you could take all them trophies with you. You got to leave. So you got so many. You got to leave some at Real Madrid's offices. Mendy. Neuer. Camavinga. Min-jae on Bayern playing with 10 men. Harsh. Give Bayern the Champions League already. I don't see Dortmund winning it. Kane going to win a trophy before us. Now we won one in August, man. Bellingham. Vinicius. A couple people need to be on Vinicius' wavelength. Just cursing the commentator. Camavinga's surely fouled his man. This is why Rodrigo is not on the level yet of Vinicius, man. When the guy gets tough, he's not the guy. And it's looking like Cameron. I mean, it's very reactionary and easy to say, but looking like Camavinga should have started. And what a time for Alphonso Davies to actually score his first Champions League goal. Boy. Oh. Another foul's been given away. Bellingham looks tired. To be fair, all the players got to be cream crackered and knackered. It's pure adrenaline that's got to get you through this now. I mean, it's a stupid foul, really, from Luka Modric. Really, really stupid foul. 11 minutes on the clock, folks. Thomas Tuchel giving further instructions to his team. I mean, they're 10 minutes away from a final, innit? We're playing on until Real Madrid score. We know how this script goes, but still. And don't forget, this is, the first. Well, against Lazio, they didn't beat them. Against Arsenal away, they didn't win. Bayern don't really have the best of recent away records. So to come here and do it, they've done it. Rodrigo, not the truth. He's off. Valverde is off as well. Diaz is on as well. And it looks like there's a formational change. Joselu is on as well. Boy. One more goal takes this to extra time. Kimmich delivers. Lunini, you going to catch that? It's gone out. Has the ref given a corner away? I think he has. Kim Min-jae's judged to have, headed it onto Rudiger. To be fair, I think that's a good call, really. Rudiger has headed it. Rudiger is thinking it was Kim Min-jae, to be fair, yeah. Good bit of play. And to be fair to the ref, yeah, like, he's got a lot of bottle. Because I know with VAR, but he could have crumbled and said it was a goal. So now what are Real Madrid doing at this moment in time? I'd assume Valverde's gone where... Is Valverde, sorry. Is Diaz playing where Valverde was, or is he playing in the 10? Oh! Bayern Munich have hit the bar. I don't think it would have counted as a foul. Diaz, you're a good player, man. Come play for Arsenal. Well, in fact, we're sitting on Arsenal's bench or sitting on Real Madrid's bench, boy. Vinicius. I think they've got to get him off the flanks, man. Get him centrally. I thought Modric was fouled there. Ref does as well, but he has played advantage. Rudiger, that's a decent ball in. And he's asking a lot of Vinicius. That's a very good ball from Rudiger. Good attempt from the centre half. He just caught it wrong. Oh, they hit the bar. That's a serious header. Kimmich. Lamir, that's a ball if it gets there. Nah, well, Mendy is saying forget that. Can't see the players, people, but it looks like Bayern Munich will be making 2 changes. Thomas Tuchel. Sorry, folks, I am still here. So the TV's going to turn off because I haven't touched it. Where's my remote? Sorry, folks. Oh, I want to hit stuff. Let's turn that over there. Boy, going on standby mode. Definitely no. We got 7 minutes of suspense. Well, not really suspense because none of us support Madrid here, but you get the point. Diaz, that's a good bit of play from him. And equally, it's fantastic defending from the goal scorer, Alphonso Davies. To be fair with you, it's written in the stars. A man that's been linked with this football club. Oh, I think that's the end of Musiala's night, though. He's cramping up. Real Madrid players ain't got no sympathy, though. And that will eat up more time on the clock. Of course, it will all be added on. But I could watch this finish all day. That's a weaker peg as well for your first Champions League goal. Life's not fair, man. You see the movie some people are living? Pick him up. It's not a hating thing, but you see how life is sweet for some people. Can only daydream about that. Can only daydream about 70k people. Help me realize that by smashing the like button. We're almost at 60. Muller's come on. Harry Kane off. Surely not. He must be running to get instructions. Musiala's come off for Muller. Here we okay. Anyone else? I might have thought raw. Choupo-Moting. Say wallahi, you're still about. Hey, you're lit, man. You're lit. One of the best careers going. How are you here? Pick him up. Legendary stuff. Luka Modric with the corner. Joselu can't get there. Brahim Diaz, you've got to be stronger than that. Muller just treats him like a little boy, and it could be 3 against 1. That pass is terrible. Alphonso Davies, Lemire, you have to stay on side. Pavlovic, live a movie. Luka Modric says, forget that. I can't lie. Personally, if I'm Thomas Tuchel, I'm vexed at that, you know. It should be 2-0. And I'd also equally vex. Pavlovic is on the floor. You know Real Madrid are not putting the ball out. Why are you in there? Why are you in their box? Get back. I don't care if your hamstring is on fire, mate. There's a Champions League final on the line. Vinicius Jr. The skills don't mean much today now if you don't find a way. Delivers, backed out by Bayern. Anywhere will do for them now. Pavlovic still acting with cramp. To be fair, Real Madrid are not obliged to put the ball out. You better be injured. And pardon me, I am being very harsh. Realistically, this is an intense match for a very young man to be playing. Oh, Muller deserved more from a Bayern Munich perspective. Absolutely. Bro, just move to Diaz. Like a man against a boy, respectfully. And the pass from Lemire into Pavlovic was horrible. And you know what? That's why you shouldn't be bad man in life, you know. Because I think Pavlovic has tried to foul Luka Modric, or to be fair, he's tried to get something on the ball, and it could have clipped Modric, and that's what's done it for him. They're running that Davies narrative that this was a tryout for Madrid, and when he pulled off that finish, you got to feel that he was looking at this game in the same way. Price gone up, and whether you're going to go to Real Madrid or Bayern need to give you a new contract, well, you got some more zeros. Yeah, he's done. Why for that, though? Like, I don't know. That was a mad angle from the TV, but crazy. Camavinga. Nacho, Modric, Diaz, Carvajal. So at what point, if you're a Bayern Munich fan, do you start to wait? Where's my Bayern Munich shirt? Shameless, I'm about. But to be fair, I got Dortmund as one as well. I think Pavlovic is trying to come back on. He's jogging. Tuchel, has he used all 5 subs? Might have to take him off. Oh, Jude Bellingham, boy, you thought you was joining the rest of your teammates with the Champs Trophy this year. Boy, in fact, it's looking peak. Vinicius goes for the shot. Oi, Neuer! Boy, about to say looking peak. Bayern Munich have fell victim to the judge that is Real Madrid with 3 minutes left on the clock. Joselu, formerly of Stoke, has just got his team back in this. Real Madrid are a team you got to kill. We just saw the messed up counter-attack. You've got to kill these boys. And to be fair, curse of the commentator. I just said I thought he was living a movie. God said, yeah, he is, bro. What do you mean? Luka Modric, fantastic. Camavinga, fantastic. Jude Bellingham, fantastico. Vinicius, everyone involved. This is what Real Madrid are about. But in complete honesty, Neuer's effed it up. Neuer has effed it up. He's not caught the ball. He's flapped at it. Joselu's done what he's made a career out of, putting the ball in the back of the net. And he puts himself down in Real Madrid folklore. Match-fixing settings. Boy, shout out Joselu, man. Real Madrid won. Bayern won. And just like that, it's 3-3 on aggregate. And it's looking like it's extra time. Oh, man. An extra half an hour, folks, awaits us. You can't kill zombies. Nah, man, I was raving about Neuer. He's the greatest keeper I've seen in my lifetime after the performance, and he does this. Boy. It's deep because that's why being the keeper's dead, because you can make 10 great saves, which he has done at times today. You let one like that in, and people don't care. You could be a striker, miss a million chances. You score the next one in the 89th minute, you're a hero. Both teams have had chances, man. You know, it really truly should be more than 1-1. Boy, Bayern with no Harry Kane in the Dyer losing it cheaply. The offside flag hasn't come up. Vinicius, too much skills, bro. Too much skills. Ras it, man. Hosselu delivers. Dyer's crumbling. Hey, you're lucky. You're lucky Diaz has cannon. Hey, you don't need the end of 90 minutes. Tuchel's men need to regroup. Real Madrid are purring. The spirit, the demons that awake when these lot are about to go out of the Champions League are awake. Nasty ground to probably be playing at. Dyer crumbling. He did technically make the block, but yeah, DG, would you take Hosselu? Someone's telling me he'll work at Arsenal. We won't get this Real Madrid star boy, well, not even star boy, glory man scoring goals thing. Nacho. No. Don't live a movie. He's done well to find Rudiger. Rudiger's safe. If that's on, is VAR going to bust case? Hosselu might have a second. There's 9 minutes of added on time. Anyways, folks. To be fair, the offside flag came up early. I ain't seen you for time. The offside flag did go up very early. Bayern need the end of this game. Tuchel needs to talk to his team. Oh, I don't think Rudiger's offside. If Rudiger's the one they said's offside, I don't know. I don't know what the angles. I don't think that's offside, you know. Again, from the angles, it's difficult. I think Real Madrid have a case. The greatest team I've ever seen participate in the Champions League in my 29 years. I don't think Rudiger's offside. Let's see that again. He might be. Nah. You man are out. I can't lie to you, man should be out. Let's see who's got the money, Bayern or Madrid. Let's see whose money's longer. Let's see which check is being cashed. The angles look... Oh. Yep, peak. Bye-bye. Real Madrid have done it. There's 8 minutes left. No offside. A Hosselu double. There's been no goals for Real Madrid until this man came onto the football pitch. And like London bosses, he spun around twice. Carlo Ancelotti outsmarts Thomas Tuchel. I told man, as we all know, when Carlo starts doing all of that, the demons start awakening. I don't know what is Real Madrid. It's not good enough to be better than them. You need to put the game to bed. And to be fair, if I'm Dortmund, I want to play against Bayern. I'll be honest. These man, Real Madrid, serious football club. As I said at the start, and as you lot know, they've got the perfect blend. They've got great individual players. You can, and they've also got, you could be better than them in many moments. Not that I think that's been the case today, because Real Madrid have been on the front foot. But you could have them by the balls and they could be staring down the barrel of defeat, and they pull off this. By Munich, you lot lost your heads. You lost your heads. Your heads were gone. We all saw this. Your heads were gone. You got put under some serious pressure and you crumbled. Dyer crumbled. Man talking about this Harry Kane. Oh, Harry Kane going to win champs before Arsenal. Shut up. Shut up, mate. Tuchel, I don't know, boy. It's looking a bit booky taking off Harry Kane now. Boy. And you know where this problem started, people? The counter-attack in the dying embers of the game. That should have been put in the back of the net. Man like Rudiger with the assist. He's dead for one side. Everybody was on side. Boy. Neuer. You see how life can change so quick. That's why I'm not jealous of Football Manager. Of course, you know, you get a lot of money and all of that, but Carlo Ancelotti has to have the calmest nerves on the planet because of how it's gone for Madrid. Thomas Tuchel, this is the only I can only equate this to Football Manager. You're 90 minutes away from going into the Champions League final. Football Manager. There's 9 minutes of added on time. There's just been dodgy goals. You can't fight the system. You can't fight the system. Real Madrid are like the Illuminati, man. They're like Rothschilds, man. You can't fight the system. These lot are different. Fantastic establishment. Great players. And above all, the effing desire. Hustily, you know. I wonder what his managers that were managing him at Stoke have to say. To be fair, I wonder what Tony Pulis has to say about Serge Gnabry. He was born in Germany. Fair enough. But yeah. So I knew I wasn't making up when I said he's been at Real Madrid before. Hey. What a career he's had. What a career he had. Probably going to go off to the Euros as well. Cult hero settings. He's won a La Liga. He's won a Super Copa de España, whatever that is. Could be about to win a Champions League if they can dispatch Dortmund. Way. Somehow, some way. Defied logic. And how can you not love this football game? Football's a simple game, man. Let's play for 90 minutes and at the end, Real Madrid win. And I think there's a stat going around that then if, and I say if because they haven't done it yet, but if Carlo Ancelotti wins another Champions League in his manager, well, in general, I think, you know, the only Real Madrid have won more Champions Leagues than Carlo if he wins the next one. We're into the 5th minute, bordering on the 6th of the added on 9. Ooh, Diaz. And this is why you have to rate the squad as well, because Joselu has done what Rodrigo failed to do. Carvajal's been a Spartan today. Nacho's been a Spartan. I actually think Diaz has been fairly positive off the bench. Camavinga and Luka Modric, young and old, two exquisite central midfielders. It goes without saying. Camavinga in possession. This guy's so good, man. Arsenal, like, how did we not end up with a Camavinga, a Tchouaméni, Osman Dembele when he was at Rennes? Very hard to get N'Golo Kante. You know what? This isn't about Arsenal. Bayern Munich going forward. This might not be you're about to get clamped. You didn't want none of that, Lemire, did you? To be fair, he's been one of the better players. DG, how much you think Josselu's worth? 35 to 50? You never know in this present day. Well, he's 34, bro. You can't be paying that. Thomas Tuchel's been given a yellow card. Crazy. The Kane jokes are over. Can't run them. This only makes the Dortmund fairy tale better. Mark my words, Royce is getting Champions League in the most incredible way. I hear that, man. But if it ain't Arsenal, I'll forget all of that poetry, emotion stuff. And the thing is, it'd be nice, but it's Mighty Duck settings. It's Mighty Duck settings from Dortmund. You did well to get there. Who sings that song about being hopeful? My black people, you know the song I'm talking about. My hopeful, you know I ain't gonna sing, but you get where I'm going. That's what's gonna happen. It's Coach Carter, Mighty Duck settings. Life is ugly, bro. Madrid gonna run over them, bro. Real Madrid ain't going through City and Bayern to go out to Dortmund and no fairy tale about how in the last final the manager was in the stands watching, bro. Football, no. Take it from an Arsenal fan, one of Wenger's loyal fans. There's no fairy tales in football. Yeah, you might see, Wenger come from, France to England, or you might see Leicester, Wigan winning the FA Cup. There's no fairy tales. Forget all of that. Or we would have won it in 06. Forget that. They're getting drummed. It's different. Mazraoui, ooh. To be fair, Thomas Tuchel, if I had that opportunity, you might be level in this game. I don't know. Even though Neuer messed it up, I'm not mad at Tuchel. Dislike his style of play. He's a spoiler, plays relegation as football. To be fair to you, yeah, it goes back to the first leg. And what is Neuer doing out there, bro? It goes back to the first leg where I think individuals let Thomas Tuchel down. I think I wouldn't say he managed the best game plan, but Bayern have thrown this away in the last 9 minutes of the game. He took off Harry Kane, which was an L. He lost control in that. And the players, like you would have heard me say a few moments ago, and they might score. Well, no, Davies is offside. I lost my trail of thought. Yeah, like you heard me saying, like they needed it to go to extra time. They needed to come off the pitch. It's like a boxer getting punched up and he's still on his feet. The knockout blow ain't been landed. You need the whistle so you can be sat down in the corner and talk to your coach. They were rattled. I don't know, man. I hate Real Madrid, man. The heritage is unbelievable, but I respect it. Boy, Militao's on for Jude Bellingham. Boy, I know when Cesc Fabregas and Henry rolled up here, Senderos and Abue and them, man, we got through, boy. Unfortunately, away for Lona. Must be poetic justice for Carlo Ancelotti, though, because Tuchel, we got it. I feel like such a long time ago, but Thomas Tuchel tried to run the back five as Real Madrid were chasing the game, boy. And that should be it. We're over 50 seconds. Boy, next year, Kane, man. Next year. I must admit, I don't know why the whistle ain't gone yet, but Chuba Moting. To be fair, that's great play from him. Camavinga's a prick. Pardon me. But that's what you've got to do. Boot the ball away. Nice guys finish last. Big up Tommy Tuchel, man. Right. Camavinga won't care about taking a yellow card there. I don't think Real Madrid will anyways. Lunin's done that. Ref, it's done, bro. Kimmich. Arsenal next season. Lunin really should be booked for wasting time, but boy. Ref's doing that, I assume 2 minutes. Boy, maybe Mr. Perez said, yeah, you lot thought my check bounced, yeah? Let me show you my money's long. Boy. For me, Bayern lost this in the first leg. They've had at least 2 clear-cut chances in either half that they should have taken. Real Madrid is a team you have to kill. And they've thrown it away as well. They've thrown it away. Lost their heads. When Real Madrid turned up the pressure cooker, these man got shook. Boy. In between all of that, they've actually done okay. Man, I don't know, man. He must have smoked something special today. He's been bugging out every now and again. Camavinga, you got to be careful you don't get a second yellow. Kimmich. Camavinga defo won the ball. Great tackle. And that should be the end of the game. You've played your extra 2 minutes. Diaz, don't be shook. Don't run to the corner flag. Skills. You've gone through. Skills. Skills, man. That's a corner. Surely, ref. Goal kick. I thought he got a corner there. Why doesn't Tony Kroos ever look happy? I get it, mate. You've won this competition before, but come on, smile a bit, mate. Playing for Real Madrid, getting a lot of money, living life, man. Well, we're in the Champions League next year, mate. As in, like, if the earliest Arsenal could win it is next year. Chill. Vinicius. Honestly, I think, Vinicius sent someone shot for no reason. I don't know how we're still playing. Mate, you know what? I wonder if Bayern score. That's a ball. I don't know how there's still time added on. Thomas Muller could have an opportunity. Oh! Sheg. Bayern have actually put the ball in the back of the net. The flag has gone up. You're not... I know I said this earlier and it came back to bite me. You're not getting that at the Bernabeu. Boy. They believe it's onside. Is there going to be a goal check? Whoa! You've been pressured. I swear you can't make this up. Football's fixed, man. You're just playing until they score. Upper McConnell, what you did? Is he looking at VAR? I can't lie. This is Sunday League, yes. They're just badding up the ref. Somebody from the Bayern Munich camp's been booked. This is just the way it works, Kane. Allow it, Kane. You act like you've been here before, man. You ain't earned that right yet. You're not getting that at the Bernabeu. Welcome to how life works. Football's fixed, player. Good finish by Deluded as well, you know. Woo! Absolute madness, Matt, man. Shout out the members. Honestly, we've played 13 minutes. There was 9 minutes added on. I don't know, people, what's going on at this moment. Surely the last kick of the game. No, the ref said he wants the throw. Vinicius giving Kimmich verbal. Kimmich, you're shook. And what I love that about Vinicius. He's got tech. He's a shithouser. Does it all. Look, he's been kicked numerous times, and he's the truth, man. "14 minutes. Hang on, that's a goal. But is it done now? It must be. Real Madrid players are running up and down. What an evening this has been, folks. What a day this has been. Joselu going down in Real Madrid folklore. In short, again, for me, Bayern lost this in added on time. They lost their heads, which is, for a team like Bayern Munich, shouldn't be the thing. Manuel Neuer with a glaringly obvious mistake. Feels like just the other day, Alphonso Davies got his first Champions League goal, which was a stunner, and it kicked things off. VAR, I thought it was offside for Bayern Munich, where they just scored at the death. But I don't know. Either way, people, the game came to life in the second half. It's ended 2-1 to Real Madrid on the night. Again, this is actually the 3 games now that in a row in the champs that Bayern have failed to win something. They didn't beat Lazio, didn't beat us at the Emirates, and didn't win today. And it's Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. It'll be a Jude Bellingham derby. Boy, Eric Dyer. You're done, Dyer. It's over, bro. It's over. Eric Dyer, it's over. You back to Spurs or something next year. The next manager ain't going to play you. It's over. What? You thought you, Harry Kane, going to live a movie in Champions League this year, yeah? Real Madrid. Come on, my guys, man. My guys. Dap it up. He's a goal. I don't think it was. I did think, maybe I'm a Real Madrid fan. Who knows? But I did think Joselu's disallowed goal initially was a goal. I did feel Bayern Munich's goal wasn't a goal. You don't get them decisions there at the Bernabeu. We know how football works. It's a 90-minute game, and at the end, Real Madrid win when it comes to the champs. Boy, absolutely crazy game of football, man. And the only thing that's made it better has been to watch it with you lot. And this is obviously the second and final watch-along of the Champions League semi-finals, man. We've watched, 3 of the 4 together. And it's been amazing on that front, man. So, yeah, appreciate you lot for all the support you give my content and whatnot, people. Check out the rest of the content. Again, Saturday, we're probably going to watch Fulham City. Sunday, we're definitely watching Manchester United versus Arsenal. And, before you know it, there'll be content across the platform. So, yeah, big up you lot on Twitch, Twitter, etc. Time for me to shower and eat my dinner, man. You lot, on that note, peace.
Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
Oh,